Welcome everyone, it's Gray Shirt Guy, rock the gray shirt as always. This is the 21st of July, 2026, and we're going to do a studio update. Talk about what I painted and what I'm working on, and yeah, just kind of just share what we're doing. It's been a while since I've done a video. It's been a while since I've done a studio update. I've been doing a lot of shorts, so if you're following the shorts, you're up to date. And if you're also following my Instagram, you're relatively probably already up to date. But I know some people don't like Instagram or short form content, and they just want to see, occasionally long form content. So here you go. Here's your video. This is not a vertical; it's a horizontal video. We're going to go over what we painted. I went back to my last studio update to see what the last model I painted, and we're going to start off from the models I painted after that. Yeah, so last video I posted was about my HVAC. That has been fixed. Drywall is going to get put up this week, and so that part's good and done. Then I'll be moving my paintings desk from where it is upstairs. We're going to move that downstairs, mostly because it's cooler downstairs in the summer, but also just my wife. I want to give my wife a reading nook up here, and so I want to put like a library of books and stuff where my painting desk is. And I think the books would look better in the bedroom than the painting desk. So that's where we're just going to move everything around. Also, I'm going to move some desks around so she has her own hobby area downstairs, because right now she doesn't really have her own hobby area downstairs. So we're going to be moving a few things around. But anyways, yeah, so that's what we're doing. Let's get into the models. All right. So we got a couple Paragon War suits, little squad. We got the heavy Power Maul and Meltaguns, also with the Stormbolter shoulder things. We got the Powerpuff Girls. Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup are here to fight crime. And yeah, I was gonna try to do some freehand with like the bubbles, and I tried a few times to like trace them out, and it when it doesn't click, don't force it. And I felt like the primary colors were good enough. My wife liked them. I like the blends I did. The little stipply blends I did on the green looks nice. I did the blue one first, but I think the green one turned out pretty well. Pro Acryl does green pretty good, so yeah. They do pinks pretty well too. Their blues are okay. Blues are fine. But yeah, so there we go. Let's take a couple more spinny shots. Boom. These models, these three ladies right here, took me a while because it was in the middle of summer semester, and I'm pretty sure it was actually still in spring semester when I was painting on these. And then spring had a 1 week off right in the summer semester, and it was brutal. So these ones took a while. This took several weeks of me. Some weeks I wouldn't get any paint on them at all. Some weeks I would only get like an hour or two. So these took a while to get done. And yeah, I think they look all right. We got a Hospitaller, and I'm loving the little floating scroll work with the doves, and I really enjoyed doing these little vials, this little orange vial work here. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. This one's supposed to be Entrapta from She-Ra and Scorpia for the base. I wouldn't mind painting this black red. What is this? Order of the Bloody Rose looks very similar to this. I wouldn't mind this if I was painting my own Sisters of the Battle. I think this color scheme looks pretty good. The scroll work, I like this scroll work. Sometimes I'm really bad at doing the little tiny letters. And other times I impress myself, and so it's hit or miss. Some days may be good, some days may be shit. But yeah, I like this. I like this. This is like a nice thing. I enjoy this. I enjoy that. I actually really like this. This was fun. I enjoyed doing the base. Someone was like, the base of your model looks better than every model in my army, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I just like really enjoyed painting this. I'm so sorry. I don't have a big head. That did struck my ego a little bit when they said that, but like, I just paint as well as I think I can paint. And I also there's some things I don't do well. I don't do blending very well, or at all. But yeah, looking pretty good. We got a Dogmata here. This is supposed to be Frosta from She-Ra. A lot of earthy tones. This one was fine. Some things I just was like, I'm just going to paint all this stuff silver and nothing else. But yeah, don't know. I think it looks pretty good. It looks pretty scary. It looks pretty very imposing for Dogmata, which I think is appropriate. We got our Demifuge. We got the most xenophobic, racist Sisters of Battle in all of lore, and her Eldar boyfriend. That's what we have. Supposed to be Glimmer and Bow from She-Ra, Princess of Power. Yes, it's Rainbow. I did not do this for Pride Month, but it was Pride Month when I did it. So there you go. Ow. That did not feel good. Sometimes my neck feels fine. Other times it does not feel fine. So there you go. Yeah. Gotta figure out how to do the blends. That's a skill that I would like to get. Yeah, just get. I would just like to get that skill. Not get better at. I would like to get the skill. But overall, I still like it. I don't like her eyes. And it's the model. I think it's the model. But it also could be the prime job. I don't know. The eyes did not turn out the way I wanted to. I love pink glowy sword though. I do enjoy the pink glowy sword. Also pink from the hands because she's supposed to be a psyker. But yeah, overall I think it turned out pretty well. I do enjoy I liked the gold. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like the gold on him, but I like the gold. It's pretty nice. Some Death Cult Assassins. I know they're legends, but they're still pretty good. They look pretty nice. These were failed cast, but they were fine. There was a gap or two that I didn't fill, but paint kind of covers it up for the most part. They got some cherubs, some fat babies. They're not babies anymore. They are something else. But yeah, cherubs looking nice. I do enjoy a little cherub dude. We got some more Paragon War suits. These ones are themed after the Hex Girls from Scooby-Doo. And obviously the leader of the Hex Girls, who's got the red, she's got the gold, and then everybody else has the silver for their backup supporting roles. As you can see, there's a weird glow coming on. What is this glow? Oh my god. Oh my god. We did underspray of the colors. So I flipped the model booty side towards me, sprayed the primary color, flipped the model over, sprayed black. That's what I did. And that's how we got this cool effect. We got the green, we got the red, we got the purple. And the reason why is because in the show, Scooby-Doo, when the Hex Girls are around, they have a highlighted glow of whatever that color is. Not in every scene, but in a lot of the scenes. And I think they turned out pretty well. I do enjoy these ladies. The Powerpuff Girls were a labor of love. These were a little bit faster. But yeah, I think they looked pretty good. This is supposed to be She-Go off of Kim Possible, at least the colors. Some people say it's Dr. Doom or Dr. Death or whoever that is. What, Mr. Doom? Is it Dr. Doom? Might be Dr. Doom. I'm not 100% sure. But the greens, I did not expect the greens. So look, this is not wet blending. This is layering. I would like to figure out how to do wet blending appropriately, but like, I don't know if it's my humidity or my palette. Or maybe I need to watch 17 more tutorials because like I'm like my squirrel brain messes it up as soon as I try doing it, and I think I probably need to watch some tutorials. Yeah, it's 100% user error, but look at the cloak, ladies and gentlemen. I think it still looks pretty good. So we got, and this Canon S is from, I believe, the original box. Oh my god, freaking, it snapped right here, and I had to re-glue it right here. I'm so sorry. I'm just, it's okay. It's okay. And I did not paint the coil on the plasma pistol. You know why? Because it's not on. The plasma pistol is turned off. No coil glow. That's what I say. That's what I say. Sometimes I would have painted it copper. I just forgot. I'm not going back. Because I don't want to fuck up the green by doing that. It's fine if it's black. It's okay. It's fine. But yeah. Morbin Ball. Morbin Ball is done. Morbin Ball, the only advice I have for you, if you're painting Morbin Ball, this is supposed to look like She-Ra. Well, it's color paletted like She-Ra, because She-Ra has a lot of white. If you're painting Morbin Ball, do not sub-assembly the shoulder pad. Assemble it with this, the right shoulder pad, her right shoulder pad, already glued on. It's fine. You can paint around it. If you want to take the left shoulder pad and have the left shoulder pad taken off, that's fine. You can do that. The left shoulder pad doesn't need to be there. You can paint the left shoulder pad by itself. but the right shoulder pad. Trying to get the right shoulder pad on after you painted everything else, huge pain. I almost broke the arm off trying to put this damn shoulder pad back on there because the shoulder pad has to squeeze under this little freaking nub. This little nub right here, the shoulder pad has to go under it. I know it looks like it's over it, but it is under it from this angle. Just for it to sit right, for these freaking cables to go where they're supposed to go. Because if not, the cables are floating over here. Yeah. But aside from that, like I did have the base, the top of the model disconnected from the bottom, from the legs. That was fine. You can sub-assemble that way. I did the sub-assembly on the front of the heavy bolter. I think was a good idea. Where this little faceplate part wasn't there, so you can do that. But just do not sub-assembly the shoulder off of here. But yeah, and there we go. That is Morvenball done. That is the entire army that was already assembled done. But we have picked up a few extra Sisters of Battle associated models since then. Let's take a quick look at the Rainbow Collage. That is my wife's Sisters of Battle army. If you have never followed, every unit in this army is painted after something she enjoys, whether it be a Taylor Swift album, or whether it be a cartoon, or a show, or a pop culture thing. We've got a lot of Princesses of Power for She-Ra in here. We've got that's a She-Ra character. Saint Celestine is the queen from the She-Ra Princess of Power. This is a Taylor Swift album. These are the Care Bears Sacrosaints. Like there's a lot of pop culture in here. We got a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Castigator. We got a lot of Taylor Swift Retributors. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. A lot of cool things. Some Hufflepuff. We got a little bit of Harry Potter. We got a little bit of Kim Possible right here. And yeah, and these are just CrossFit because my wife also likes CrossFit. But so yeah, a lot of cool models. We have a few more, so let's talk about what we have left to do. Because like I said, I picked up some extra stuff. So the Army of Faith box from like 2 Christmases ago. So in this box, the only things left to assemble are the Executioner and 5 of the Jump Troops. Everything else is already in this army. I have no idea what I'm going to paint them. I know I'm going to do the Zephyrum for the 5 because I want to go with the swords. I want a 5-man unit of the swords instead of the Seraphon, which we already have a 10 lane unit. But the Executioner, that one's going to be fun. We also have a Rhino. This is going to be the Barbie pink party bus. Lady with Flag. You know, Gertrude, Turga, whatever. Lady with Flag, and an old lady next to her. That's going to be done. And then we have a angry lady sitting on a chair. We're going to be doing that one. Yeah. And then the Triumph of St. Catherine. It only counts as 1. It's only 1 model. I'm not looking forward to panicking on this one at all. I believe I'm doing these as the Sailor Scouts. They're all going to be the Sailor Scouts. Yeah, so that is what we have. 11 models. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 20, 30,000 pieces. But yeah, this is going to be the Sailor Moon. Because I think there's enough Sailor Scouts for us to do these all as Sailor Scouts. Because there's a few expanded universe Sailor Scouts. But anyways. Yes, we have 11 more models, and then the Sisters of Battle army is done. And then we're going to do a bunch of terrain. Pretty much all the 3D printed terrain I have. We're going to be doing all of it. All the terrain I have, I'm painting it. I got my airbrush ready. I got a bunch of, so I have a bunch of like Vallejo paints and a bunch of other paints that I normally don't use on models because I was like transitioning away from Vallejo into Citadel, and now Citadel and Pro Acrylic are kind of married together right now. So I have a bunch of older Vallejo paints. They're still good, but I'm going to be using them to paint the terrain because I haven't really used them for anything else. I'll still use some Citadel if I don't have a color. I'll use Citadel and Pro Acrylic if I don't have a color in Vallejo. But yeah, we're going to paint all of our terrain, and then I'm probably going to do Praetorian Guard because I said I was going to do Praetorian Guard, and so I'm probably going to stick to it. because I kind of just want to get the Praetorian Guard done with. But I have decided, if you see these red, oh, hold on, you can't see them right now. These gentle lads down here, these red friends, are Blood Ravens. But they will not be Blood Ravens. They will be Atlantean Spears. These Firstborn Marines that are down here, these tactical Marines, they're actually in Horus Heresy power armor. They will either be changed to Horus Heresy Alpha Legion, or they will become Mantis Warriors, because my Atlantean Spear army only has Primaris and Newer in it. So that's the rub. And I think, so yeah, let's go back to this. I decided not to have 14 different Space Marine chapters. Here's the thing. If it's a bespoke character, because I do have a bunch of characters, if it's a bespoke Space Marine character that is supposed to be Iron Hands or like Lysander or whoever, I'm going to paint them box art, codex, whatever their codex chapter color is for the character. If it's a character that's supposed to be a thing, I'm going to paint it that way. But if it's just a generic Space Marine guy that's not a named character, it's going to be for the Atlantean Spears. Because the way it is now, I can play the Atlantean Spears as Blood Angels if I want to take a Blood Angels detachment, or I can take a regular Space Marine detachment. It's fine either way, and so that's what I'm going to do. And so I'll have a very big, and also that kind of solidifies that the Thunderhawk that I have is going to be Atlantean Spears. And I like the Atlantean Spears. I like the color scheme. I like the storylines. I like the fact that they don't really mess with the Black Rage. They have the Long Road thing, basically, where they try to avoid the Red Thirst and the Black Rage. And so any Death Company that I have will be painted like normal Blood Angels Death Company, because they will not be from the Atlantean Spears. Thematically, they will be from a normal Blood Angels chapter, and that's why the Marties and all those other friends who are going to be painted the way they normally are painted because they're a named character, they're going to be taking care of those guys if I ever bring those Death Company, because I do have a bunch of Death Company that I haven't painted yet or assembled. But yeah, so we'll have basically, it's kind of like a green wing of Dark Angels, but for Atlantean Spears, we're gonna have them just like these are regular Space Marines, but they're Blood Angels. And then we're gonna have and I think for the small amount of Sanguinary Guard I have, because I think I only have one squad in the Sanguinor. Maybe I have two squads in the Sanguinor, but my limited amount of Sanguinary Guard that I have, they're just going to be painted their normal gold. I was trying to figure out if I want to do something fancy with them, but I think I'm just going to paint normal gold. But yeah, I think that might be it for now. But yeah, I got to build and paint these ladies, and then those will be done, and that's cool, and I enjoy that. But yeah. That's the dog. The cat somewhere. That's the cat. That's the dog. Cat dog. Yeah, hope you guys having a great one. And I'll see you around. Goodbye.